Welcome to Hoy Hoys and Dilly Dillies. My name is Emilio.
My name is Puddintane.
And this is episode 3. Today, this week, we're going to be going over our top 10 movies of the year and anything else that comes to mind.
I'm going to do something different, too, with my top 10. I'm going to name something about each movie that I did not like.
Ooh, all right, I'll do that, too. I'm going to preface this by saying...
but go ahead.
I'm going to preface this list by saying I did not watch a lot of movies this year.
Did you watch at least...
At least what?
10.
Yes, I watched at least 10.
Then you can do a top 10.
I'm just saying that my list is going to suck.
All right, I'm going to start. You ready?
Go for it. Are we starting at number 10 or number 1?
Number 10. You never start at number 1.
All right.
All right, the number 10 movie of the year for me of 2018 was A Quiet Place. Mm-hmm. The thing I did not like about that movie, and remember, some of these things are really nitpicky, but there's no way that somebody's government or somebody's military would not have figured out that sound-sensitive creatures wouldn't be hurt by loud sounds. Emily Blunt figured that out.
Yeah.
So you've got these generals, these scientists. No one figured out that these things are hearing like a pin drop. So let's make a bomb drop and hurt them. But other than that, I enjoyed the movie.
It was a good movie. My number 10 was Tag.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that should show you how bad my list is this year. I didn't see any movies.
Man. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, the thing I didn't like about Tag. There's a lot. It was really cheesy at some parts.
You know what? Since you have such a crappy 10 list, why don't you just say what you liked about each movie?
Well, Tag was kind of funny. You know, John Hamm was surprisingly very funny in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. My number 9 was Upgrade.
That was good?
Oh, it was very good.
Oh, I never saw it.
Yeah. I guess the thing I didn't like about it was something we've seen in other movies before. And the twist wasn't necessarily unpredictable. But really, that's nitpicking. That movie didn't really have anything flawed in it for me.
Okay. My number 9 was Quiet Place. I didn't like about that movie. So these animals can hear a leaf freaking crunch from a mile away. How come they can't hear like if they're face to face, like they're as close to those people as they got, and like just covering their mouths kept them safe? Why can't they hear their blood flowing or their heartbeat?
Because these aliens weren't from Krypton, my friend.
No, but they can hear stuff from super far away. You'd think they could at least hear a heartbeat, like if they're that close.
Yeah, okay. That's a legit complaint. My number 8 was Christopher Robin.
I wanted to see that too. I never did.
Yeah, my complaint about that is that's a kid's movie and I enjoyed it.
You don't like that you enjoyed it?
No, I'm a man. I shouldn't be liking children's movies, but no, it was good. It was good. It was actually less fun when Christopher Robin was on the screen than just Winnie the Pooh and his pals. But again, that's nitpicking. It didn't have really anything in it I hated.
My number 8 was Black Panther. Okay. What did I not like about the movie? Very dodgy CGI at some parts. Like,
True.
Like the falling sequence when him and Killmonger are both falling at the end in the last fight is terrible CGI.
I agree.
Yeah.
No. All right.
And
my number 7.
Also Shuri. I don't like Shuri as a character, and she needs to be killed off.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. My number 7 was Aquaman. Very cartoony. It borrowed a lot of elements from other movies like, Tomb Raider and King Arthur and Lord of the Rings. And
was it good though?
Yeah, it was my number 7 movie. And unlike you, I saw over movies this year. The thing I didn't like about it is the underwater women wore way too much clothing.
Where do you rank it in terms of like the DC movies?
Probably third.
What's your first?
Wonder Woman is still the best DCEU movie, and then probably Batman versus Superman was my second favorite.
Man of Steel is my number one for the DCEU.
Man of Steel was really good, except if I picked something in there I did not like, it was the last battle with him and Zod.
Why?
Because not every comic book movie needs to destroy everything.
See, I had a problem with it at first too, but then I thought, one, these are two bulls in a china shop. One of them Zod has no regard for the world he's in, so he's going to destroy what he can. And then Superman is still like, learning his powers and stuff and his limits. So yeah, I ended up being fine with the destruction.
I think the best part of Man of Steel is now knowing that when those buildings were crumbling, that Bruce Wayne was running into the chaos while everybody else was running away because he's Batman.
People can say what they want about Dawn of Justice, I think, the haters. That was a good movie. And if people didn't like it, you're just wrong. But
correct.
People could say what they want and say it was bad. They can't deny that there were 3 very good scenes in that movie. The opening scene with Batman running in, the Batman warehouse fight.
Oh, yeah.
And then I think the nightmare sequence was so good.
Yeah, no, there was good stuff.
Because he looked cool.
Okay, yeah. My number 6 was Black Panther.
Wait, did we just do number 7s?
I did number 7 was Aquaman. Oh, did you not do yours?
I didn't say my number 7, yeah.
I'm sorry, do your number 7.
My number 7 was Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Okay.
What did I not like about that movie? Didn't like... It seemed, sometimes it seemed too hard to be funny. Like they shoehorned in a lot of, jokes and stuff with that, Randall Park's character, the CIA guy. He had funny moments, but some of them seemed really forced.
Okay.
Like unnecessary. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So getting back to my number 6, Black Panther. Thoroughly enjoyable. The thing I did not like about it was the political correctness of the viewers. Good movie. Not
Oscar
worthy. It's not Oscar worthy.
What do you mean the viewers?
Well, the viewers and the media.
Oh, you mean like what it brought with it, not necessarily the movie?
Well, because of the cast, it was considered the Godfather of Marvel, and it's just simply not. It doesn't deserve any Oscars. No one in the movie deserves a nomination. It doesn't take away from the fact that it was very entertaining, but they need to pull back from the praise. It's not even the best Marvel movie. Hell, it wasn't even the best comic book movie of the year.
No, absolutely not.
So they just need to relax. But other than that, I enjoyed it.
The only comic book movies that I think have ever deserved nominations, I don't know if they got them or not, but I think that were Dark Knight and Logan.
Well, the Dark Knight won an Oscar for Heath Ledger, so yeah. Right.
And I know Logan was... First of all, Logan should have been nominated for way more, but they were nominated for adapted screenplay this past year. Or not past year, but...
Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
they deserve more.
I agree.
Yeah. So that was your number 6?
Yep.
So my number 6 was Deadpool 2. Very funny, Ryan Reynolds was born for that role, like Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, and Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. He fits it. What did I not like about that movie? I did not like... trying to think. I wish what's her name was in it a little more. What's that chick's name? The
Angelina Jolie.
She wasn't in it, was she?
No, but she could have been in it more.
I wish Negasonic Teenage Warhead was in it a little more because I thought she was a cool character with cool powers, but they showed her like doing stuff twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
My number 5, and if I am correct on this, you hated it, was The Crimes of Grindelwald.
Oh, no, I did not like that movie at all.
It was excellent.
It's so boring.
The things I liked about it is we finally got to see how powerful some of these magic users are in Harry Potter's world. The thing I did not like about it was poor little Queenie falling to the dark side.
Queenie. Oh, yeah. She is an annoying character, though.
And, I don't want to be politically incorrect here, but you know what? I really wish they didn't imply that Dumbledore was gay with Grindelwald.
Yeah. J.K. Rowling said that like a long time ago.
Yeah, but I thought it was with somebody else. I didn't think it was Grindelwald. But other than that, I enjoyed it.
I think I'm past the point of just caring about people gay and stuff, or people, blacking or Asianing stuff. I'm just like, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Like Idris Elba, go ahead, make him James Bond. I like him as an actor. I think he did well.
But I like him as an actor. James Bond is a white dude.
Yeah.
I don't want to see a white Black Panther, and I don't want to see a black James Bond.
Everyone's defense of that, or one person's defense that I've heard, he said, black people could be James Bond or something because him being white, like he doesn't have any traits that are specific to him being white, whereas Black Panther has to be black because his culture and all that. Same thing with Miles Morales and all that. And it was just like, oh.
No, see, that's a stupid argument. And I would tell this person, James Bond is white because Ian Fleming said he's white.
That's what I said, but people don't care about facts.
Be 008. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I don't want to see a black Conan, and I don't want to, I don't want to see a white Superfly. Or a Shaft.
Yeah.
I don't want to see a white guy playing Samuel Jackson.
I don't want to see a white Jon Stewart or a white Black Panther.
Oh, thank you. See, Jon Stewart's a black Green Lantern. And
he's
fine
bad
with that.
too.
It's real bad. I don't want to see a black Hal Jordan.
Yeah. You see that Michael B. Jordan was being eyed at for the role of Superman?
Yeah, that's like really retarded.
Yeah, it's stupid. Okay, so you said your number 5 was Crimes of Grindelwald. I think the one scene I actually enjoyed in that movie was the opening with Grindelwald breaking out of prison because he's bad.
Yeah, that was bad.
The final battle was so anticlimactic. It was just a big blue circle and it's everything. I was like, this is weak. I didn't like it because it was a setup movie. That's why I thought it was boring. I think the next one is going to be super fun.
What I want to know is what's weaker, the end of Fantastic Beasts or your top 10 list for 2018?
Ooh. The climax of Crimes of Grindelwald might be weaker than my list.
Not a chance.
That should say what I think of that movie.
Continue.
My number 5 was Creed 2.
Oh.
Super good movie. Loved it.
It was okay.
Oh, you didn't like it? I loved it. Oh, what I didn't.
The first Creed I loved. This Creed, I don't need to see Rocky retreaded because they ran out of ideas. Now they're even talking about the next Creed. He's fighting Clubber Lang's kid.
I did hear that.
Yeah, end the series. It's okay to end the series.
What I didn't like. I'm trying to think of something I didn't like. I know there had to be something I didn't like. Oh, here it is. What's her name? You know how his girlfriend is like an artist up and coming?
A singer, yeah.
Yeah, she's not a good singer. When they did this is nitpicky stuff. When they did his little entrance in the last fight and he had her singing it, she sounded terrible. His first entrance was cooler with Jaden Smith playing in the background. But she's not good. There. What's your number 4, Patrick?
My number 4, and don't laugh, is A Star is Born.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's very good.
It's very good. The thing I did not like about it was I might have gotten a little tearied up when I saw the poor dog when I saw their dog waiting for him while he was doing his business in the garage. It's very sad. Look, I might be heartless in most instances, but when it comes to animals,
I know you got a soft spot.
I've got a soft spot. I got a soft spot for animals and mentally handicapped people.
You're like Ricky Gervais.
I'm nothing like Ricky Gervais.
You wish you were Ricky Gervais. I wish I was Ricky Gervais.
Gervais' money. All right, so that's the thing I
wish
didn't
I
like
was as funny as him.
I felt bad for the dog.
My number 4, Fallout. Or Mission Impossible Fallout, I should say.
Okay.
What did I not like about it? I didn't like that the last fight between him and, spoilers if you haven't seen it, and Henry Cavill's character wasn't. I don't think it was as cool as the bathroom fight scene. I think it should have been a lot cooler.
Yeah, the bathroom fight scene was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, my number 3, Deadpool 2.
Okay.
My complaint, and it's a minor one, is it just wasn't as funny as the first. But that's mainly because the jokes were no longer fresh.
Yeah.
I actually thought it had a better story than the first one, but just not quite as funny. It'll be interesting to see if they can do a third movie, and try to make it fresh again. If not, I would say Deadpool now is a extra character and does not need to carry his own movies.
Mm-hmm. All right, my number 3, Beautiful Boy. Did you ever see that?
No.
Oh, that was such a sad movie. That movie got me teary-eyed. Have you heard about it?
No.
Oh, it's with Steve Carell, and then it's like.
I think your dad told me about it. He's a drug addict. The kid.
His son's like a heroin addict. Yeah, it's so sad.
Yeah.
My one complaint. Sometimes the soundtrack, the music in it seemed very off for the scene. Didn't match.
What was it, like uplifting?
Some of I was just like, why are they playing this song? This doesn't make sense for the scene. Maybe some of the editing too, like the way it was cut, was kind of unique. I wouldn't say bad, but it was just different.
Yeah, I just got an email from Pieology.
Free pizza?
I wish. All right. Anyway, so my number 2 movie of the year, Mission Impossible Fallout. And I'm not going to lie to you, I have nothing about that movie I didn't like. I think the Mission Impossibles outside of number 3 have arguably gotten better and better each installment.
Yeah, and that's insane.
It really is, and it just shows you how bad the Jason Bourne series has gotten. When Fallout when the Mission Impossibles are still as good as they are. Fallout was excellent, and it's my number 2 of the year. I have nothing bad about it.
Is that the 6th movie?
Yeah, it might have been.
That's crazy. All right, that was your number 2?
Yep.
Number 2 is Infinity War.
Okay.
My one complaint about Infinity War, it's more of a complaint with the MCU as a whole. The power, inconsistencies. You're gonna tell me that Hulk doesn't stand a chance against Thanos when he's got one stone, but then at the end, when Thanos has all but one stone, Captain America can hold his hand open for 5 seconds? No.
Yeah, and see and I agree with you. And
it's just Captain America getting his glamour shot because everyone loves him. Yeah,
and it's funny because my number 1 movie of the year was Infinity War, and yet there were a lot of things I had wrong with it. That was one of them. Not that Hulk wouldn't get his ass kicked by Thanos.
He would.
Captain America should have got smashed. Spider-Man should have faded away as instantly as everybody else. Thor would have never landed that chest shot to the with the axe. I mean, there was all kinds of things. They had to do it like that though, because in the comics, Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet is just so overpowered they had to show moments of heroism.
And when you don't have the Surfer in your universe or Reed Richards to help you out, it's kind of hard.
Cool if we do see Surfer in the next one.
I hope so.
Because the Silver Surfer would beat this Thanos with the gauntlet. They've shown that Doctor Strange can hang with him, and Doctor Strange.
That was a bad scene.
Yeah, not only that, but Doctor Strange probably had to hold back a little bit because he knew they had to lose in order to win. So yeah, I had a lot of complaints about it, but definitely the good outweighed the bad. And Infinity War was awesome. It's the best Marvel movie yet.
I disagree on that, but that's a different thing. My number one of the year was Into the Spider-Verse. Oh my gosh, Patrick, did you see that movie yet?
I have not seen that movie yet.
That is it's easily one of the top 3 Spider-Man movies ever. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm trying to think of something wrong with it.
Keep thinking.
I am. It's probably gonna have to be a super nitpicky. All right, here it is. Ready? This is the most nitpicky thing ever.
Go ahead.
I did not like the way. Shoot, I'm trying to think.
Hey, you don't have to come up with anything. I didn't come up with anything negative about.
Yeah, I don't think I can. That movie is so good.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think I can. It was just a really good movie. You need to see it. My number one movie of the year is Into the Spider-Verse.
So I think what we've learned from our list is that you need to watch more movies. Well, I need.
Listen, I've had quite an eventful year. I don't have time for movies. I need to find a site where I can watch them.
Hey, your dad told me about that AMC pass thing that they do. It's really good, dude. $19.95 a month. It's 3 movies a week.
Oh wow.
There's no blackout date for opening, blockbusters, and you can watch it on any screen. So IMAX, the 3D, there's no restrictions.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, I'm tempted to get it. I kind of want to wait to see if Edwards does it, Regal, because I prefer. But if they don't do it soon, yeah, I'm going to get it because that's a good deal.
I prefer AMC because they have the cool soda machines where I can have anything I want.
I know. I don't drink soda, so it kind of sucks.
I know.
Well, there you go. Those are our top 10
movies.
Those
are our top 10s. Post your top 10 in the comments. Ugh.
Yeah, maybe your mom will do that. I'd like to see her list.
Maybe. Or 2. There's like 3 viewers. All right, so let's jump into this Jim Acosta thing. This man's a retard. This man's just incredibly unintelligent. I can't believe it. For anyone doesn't know.
All jokes aside, even you leftist nuts have to understand that Jim Acosta is a moron.
Yeah. For anyone that doesn't know what we're talking about, Jim Acosta posted a video on Twitter of himself walking down the border in McAllen, Texas, where there's a big barred wall. And he's saying, I found some steel slats down on the border, but I don't see anything resembling a national emergency situation, at least not in Texas area of the border where Trump will be today. And it's funny because, there's no issue because there's a wall.
It's like going into someone's locked home and saying, it's funny, I don't see any intruders in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he's not crying like a little baby in the White House press corps and assaulting women by like
snatching stuff from them.
Yeah, like give me my microphone and all that. If he's not being a little bitch doing that, he's sitting there basically saying, yeah, the president's right. He's correct.
Did you see what Trump tweeted? He replied to it. He said, "Dear Diary."
Yeah, I mean, Trump is the troller in chief. There's never been that's why you can't. You know what? I'm just tired of people not liking him. Everybody, including the Democrats, is for a physical barrier on the border. They simply do not want to give him a victory because it's a personal thing. Because they know in 2020, when re-election comes, if he's got a border going up, if he's got a barrier going up, the re-election is over. He wins.
Mm-hmm.
They will not give him that. And the Republicans are just as bad because they had the House and the Senate and the White House for 2 years and they could not get border funding. And now I'm hearing about the damn, the workers, the government workers aren't getting paid. You know what? If you're not getting paid, it means you're non-essential, which means you shouldn't have a job. Go onto the private sector and get a job.
What's that guy's name? You see what Dan Crenshaw did?
No.
He I have to look at it, but he requested not to be paid because by the government while the shutdown is happening. He said, "I cannot in good conscience get paid while federal employees' financial structures hang in the balance because of this partial government shutdown. I've asked the chief administrative officer to withhold my pay until we have come to an agreement to adequately fund border security." And it's a picture of the thing that his formal request and his signature.
Yeah, I mean none of them in Congress should be paid.
This dude seems like a good guy, Dan Crenshaw. Yeah. He's the one that was on SNL with the whole, what's that guy's name?
Dipshit, Mr. Arian. Hey.
Yeah, what's his name? Pete Davidson. He handled that very professionally, which is good.
Yeah.
So I like that guy.
Oh yeah. Jim Acosta is such a god.
Yeah, he's an idiot. That being said, most people at CNN are idiots.
Oh, I would say a majority of them are.
Yeah,
absolutely. Not only that, I don't know if you heard that a station in San Diego, a news station, was asked by CNN to do a report on the border, and they canceled the report because it turned out that the story they were doing was pro-Trump and here it is. San Diego television station KUSI was asked by CNN for a local perspective on the border wall debate, and then backed out when they found out that the coverage was pretty pro-Trump and pro border barrier. Yeah. And this is a quote: "As a sign of the times in this debate on the shutdown, CNN asked if KUSI would provide a reporter to offer our local view of the debate, especially to learn if the wall works in San Diego."
Mm-hmm.
CNN then declined to have us on their programs, which often present the wall as not required in other places like the stretch of the Texas border the president visited. They just didn't like what they heard from us. So there you go. Because the media is not biased. And anybody that denies that the media is biased can kiss my ass, because it is. And I'm sick of leftists. And I'm sick of leftists, dude. I have no problem with if you're a Democrat.
Yeah,
but if you're a leftist, you're insane. If you think people like Elizabeth Warren or Cory Booker or Bernie Sanders or Hillary Clinton or these twisted, warped, insane people.
Alexandria Ocasio, her.
Yeah. I mean, and then we got, like I said, we had a woman, a Muslim that was sworn in on a Quran. I don't even think that's. No, not Sarsolar. I don't know the lady's name. Sarsolar's not in government. I
don't care what they swear on. I don't care what they swear on. I care what they do.
Yeah, but see, you can't swear you can't promise to uphold the Constitution on the Quran, because the Quran is anti-Constitution. Sure. Sharia law is completely antithesis of the Constitution.
Oh yeah, that is true.
You know, swearing in on the Quran should be like swearing in on a comic book.
Can I swear in on a Captain America comic book?
Sure.
Do I get my tax return if the government is still shut down? Or is that
No?
I don't? Like that's a real thing I don't?
Yeah, probably not, unless the people with the IRS are not part of the group that wasn't funded.
Patrick, why haven't we overthrown this government yet and just formed our own country?
Formed our own country?
Taking control.
I could be, you know what? I should just be dictator.
Yeah.
For like 3 years.
2 years. Then hand it off to me for the rest of time.
Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, the job will be easy for the next guy. I'll fix it.
Do you think, here's the thing, or this is, I know what you think because I know the answer to this. You know, Trump wants to put the wall up. If he had said, let's put a wall between us and Canada, he'd still be called racist?
I'd like a wall between us and Canada because Justin Bieber is Canadian and he's the worst thing ever.
We could have kept him out.
Yeah.
Well, let me think. Who are some good Canadians?
I saw a report today, or read a report today, I should say, that I forget which town in Texas, but border agents arrested 145 people in that day.
If you had that wall, we might not have Celine Dion here, though.
I'm fine with that, too. Her heart will still go on up in Canada.
What about Ryan Reynolds?
Okay, Ryan's cool.
Ryan Gosling.
All right, stop. I'm not
Seth
interested.
Rogen. Keanu Reeves. Wait, is Keanu Reeves Republican or not Republican? Canadian? What? No, he's not. Do you know whether or not he's Republican?
No, you're the one looking up all this crap.
He was born in Lebanon.
Lebanon.
What?
Lebanon, like in the middle, like Lebanon?
Yeah, Lebanon.
Really? Was that in the military?
Well, I gotta look at that too. I've been wanting to rewatch The Matrix.
You sure it wasn't Lebanon, Pennsylvania?
I'm pretty sure.
He's a Canadian actor.
Is he Canadian?
I'm looking right at it. Let's see where he was born.
It's Lebanon.
He was born in Beirut, but his citizenship is Canadian.
Beirut, Lebanon. That's what I'm saying. He was born. There's a lot of Canadian celebrities. Why do we have so many Canadians?
Because they're like the 51st state.
Matthew Perry is Canadian? There's no way.
Yeah, he is too.
Oh, Anakin Skywalker is.
The kid or the adult?
The real one, the adult.
Oh, the real one?
Okay, this is dumb because this says The Rock is on this list, so most of these probably aren't accurate anymore. Did you see what The Rock said? That he's getting.
He's already denied saying that. He said he never said it.
Oh, he never did? The snowflake generation thing?
Yeah.
Really? Did he?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Who said that he said that then?
I don't know. People that don't do their research.
Yeah, I was trying to look for where he said it because I figured he had said it on Twitter, but I didn't see anything. But,
Well, no, it was supposedly in an interview. I don't know if it was at a print. If I give you the name of the writer, maybe you can find it. Let's see.
Is it Jim Acosta?
Keep talking while I'm looking for this.
Okay. What was I gonna say? I had something to say about The Rock, but I totally forgot what it was.
All right. The writer is Amy Liu, and her last name is spelled Lieu.
Okay. Amy Liu. Oh, is she a Fox News person?
Yeah.
Oh, figures. Go figure. I don't like Fox News either. Yeah, I just like the Daily Wire and Louder with Crowder. That's it.
I like the 5 because
What's
I like
the
it's a show on Fox because I like who's that little midget?
Did you see that? Who? Alexandria Ocasio. I'm just gonna call her Ocasio because she has too long of a name.
All right.
Ocasio tweeted. She quoted Rorschach, and everyone's like, Rorschach's like radical right? But it's
What did
funny.
she quote him on?
I'm not locked in here with you.
Oh no, what was the quote that she said of Rorschach?
I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me.
She said that?
She like tweeted it.
Oh.
But what's funny, like everyone's saying how Republicans are outraged at like the video of her dancing or something, or like Republicans can't handle that she's into comics. It's like, no, we think that's awesome. Like no one cares that she
about her.
Yeah, no one cares that she's dancing or whatever. Like cool, power to her. Seems like Democrats want to make it seem like we're outraged. We're really not. Republicans don't care.
No.
Conservatives, I should say, not Republicans. Because Republicans are
the only people that care about her dancing.
Is Jim Acosta.
Lived in that town where they filmed Footloose.
Where was that filmed?
I have no idea. I never saw the movie.
Freaking Canada.
Yeah, that's Kevin Bacon. I think he's Canadian.
Probably.
Canadian Bacon. I hope so.
What a waste if he's not.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about Ocasio is her idiocy.
That she's a socialist. She's ignorant. Well, she seems like a nice young woman, but she seems ignorant.
Oh no, she doesn't seem it. She is it.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said she seems like a nice woman, but she's ignorant.
Yeah.
Or did I say she seems ignorant?
You said that, but I don't want to correct you.
Well, she is.
Well, I don't want to correct you in front of our 4 listeners.
Oh yeah, maybe 5. I'm going every day.
Oh yeah. So did your mom give you a problem on your last broadcast?
No, she didn't say anything. What's dumb though that she relayed to me is that we can't carry 2 guns here in the United States.
She's right. I told you that.
Yeah, that's terrible. Why can't I?
You know what? I honestly have no idea if you can or can't. It would be a nice way to get around California's 10 magazine round limit.
I'm tired of these. That's why I moved to Arizona. What do you mean, what am I doing?
What are you doing? It sounds like you're cleaning your place.
No, I was moving my laptop.
Oh, don't pretend like you. Just pretend like you're doing a podcast right now.
I am. I had to move my laptop.
Anything else you got to do? You want to go make some cookies or get a glass of milk?
Yeah. No, I want to carry 2 revolvers. What if I want to carry 2 revolvers? Just 2. Huh?
Look, I don't think you can. All right? Why don't you contact your local sheriff?
I will.
And see what the state laws are in Arizona.
You don't need a license to conceal carry in Arizona.
Yeah, I know you mentioned that.
That's awesome.
It is. I kind of want to make sure people that are actually taking guns out into the public are qualified to use them.
Patrick, they are. If you can buy a gun, you're qualified to use it.
And that's absolutely not.
I think so.
You think if you could buy a gun, you're qualified to use it?
I don't think anyone will buy a gun and not know how to use it.
They do it all the time. That would be like me saying, as long as I buy the kitchen utensils, I could be a Ginsu chef.
No, I'm not saying.
Yes, it is.
You can. No, That's like if I said, as long as you can buy the gun, you could be the next Chris Kyle. No.
You're making a huge leap.
No.
No one is qualified. No one is qualified to carry a weapon unless they know the weapon, and you don't know the weapon unless you're qualified to use it. Which means you got to go to the range. You have to put the hours in. There's all kinds of people that buy a gun and never go to the range even. And I certainly don't want those people going out in public carrying it. So while I think everyone that should be able, that can pass a background check should have the right to carry concealed, they should have to qualify to be able to do that. The police are required to qualify.
Because it's their job.
It's their job. And I don't want people out on the street with guns that aren't at least somewhat qualified, so that when I know they draw their weapon, they're going to hit what the hell they want to hit and not hit me.
Well, Patrick, I am gonna, when I'm 21, I'm gonna go grab a pistol right away.
Yeah.
And start carrying it right out the door just to irritate you.
Hey, as long as it's unloaded, I'm fine.
Unloaded? Why would you carry an unloaded gun?
Why would you carry a gun you don't know how to shoot?
I know how to shoot a gun.
You don't know how to shoot a gun if you've never shot a gun and consistently fired a gun.
I've shot a gun.
Okay. How many rounds would you say you fired through a pistol?
A full mag.
That's it?
Yep. That was all I needed. And I knew I was an expert.
I'm really glad you're not. No, you're not. All right. And now I know you're just yanking my chain. If someone wants to have a gun in their home, hold on. And I'm pro Second Amendment. And if you want to have a gun in your home, I don't care if you ever go to the range and fire a round. That's between you and the people that you live with that you're possibly endangering because you're inept. If you take it on the
licenses to conceal carry, then
I want people. Yeah, I think you should have to get a concealed weapons permit, which everyone should be able to do if they go to their local sheriff's department and pass a test and show that they can shoot the weapon. I don't think that's an infringement on the Second Amendment at all.
Should you have to pay for the test? There's a question.
I think the test is like $20.
I know. Should you have to pay for it though? If you want to carry your own weapon?
If you're buying, you shouldn't have to pay for a test or qualifying if you're going to carry it in the home. If you're going to keep it in your house, once you take it out, here you know how I'm going to equate it. It's if you're driving a car on your 3 acres of farmland, you don't need a driver's license. Okay?
Yeah.
That's a fact. If you're going to take your car onto public streets where other people are driving and living their lives and crossing the street, you should have to show and demonstrate that you know how to operate that vehicle.
That's a good way to put it, I guess.
Well, thank you. It's no different with a gun. If you want to shoot, like I said, if you own private property and you're shooting at cans in your backyard and it's legal, that's fine. If you're gonna conceal a weapon or even open carry, and you're gonna walk into the nearest strip mall, I want you to have to show to law enforcement, the county sheriff, that you have the minimum qualifications and ability to operate that handgun. Otherwise, I don't want you carrying it. Not around me. Think about that.
So do you think that for concealed and open carry then?
If you're carrying a weapon in public, you should have to show a demonstration that you know how to use that weapon. Like I said, it's no different than driving a car. If you're doing it on private property away from the general public, I don't care. If you're going to go to the public, yes, you should have to carry it.
All right. So do you think that, because I know in California to get a carry or concealed carry, like you have to have cause and whatever because they're dumb in California.
Depends on the county.
Do you think that they should ask the cause then, or do you think you should just be able to take it no matter what?
No. Again, that's a Second Amendment issue. I don't think it's any of their, and again, it depends on the county. San Bernardino County, you don't have to show a reason.
You don't?
No. LA County, shocking. And San Bernardino is a conservative county.
Are we? I wouldn't know.
Here's the thing to that. The Second Amendment, in my opinion, if you pass a background check, you should be able to own a weapon. If you're going to carry a weapon into public, you should have to demonstrate that you know how to operate the weapon to a minimum standard. The reason you're carrying it is any of their business. You either can operate it or you can't. And if you can't, I don't want you carrying it.
Makes sense.
Well, thank you. I tried.
But
what
still cool.
What else you got for me?
Let me think. What else do I got for you? I got it written down in my notes. I moved into my place, my new apartment.
Congratulations. How do you like it?
It'll do.
Do you have roommates?
I have one roommate.
That kind of sucks, huh?
Or no. It's not a roommate. It's just an apartment mate. Like, I think you knew what I was saying. But, because, like, I've had an actual roommate before at college, and I never want to do that again. Not anything against him. You know, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
One of my friends. I just don't think I'd like to live in that close of quarters with anyone ever again, unless it's my wife.
Right.
You know, like waking up in the same room and stuff, and like living in the same room.
Yeah.
I'm fine, you know, living in an apartment where there's a separate kitchen and stuff, and we each have our own room and our own space. That's fine.
You have a separate where you live?
Huh?
You have a separate kitchen where you live?
Yeah, we have a kitchen. We have a living room, bathroom, 2 bedrooms, a dining room.
You share the common living space with your apartment mate, correct?
No, I meant like I don't have my own separate kitchen. I meant like the kitchen is separate from the rooms.
Well, yeah, I figured that like a normal apartment.
Yeah.
How much is the apartment there?
It's $400 a month. It's not bad. That's like with all the utilities included and stuff. So
$400 a month?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So does that mean it's $800 a month if it was just one person?
Yeah, because it's a double.
Oh my God!
What?
You know what I'm paying for my walk-in closet of a studio?
What?
$1,100.
Jeez. Well, there you go, Southern California.
You're paying. So a 1-bedroom apartment is like $400 or $500 a month there?
Yeah, maybe like 500.
All right. Find out if you can carry 2 guns. Because if you can, I'm moving there.
Everyone wants to move here in my family, it turns out.
Well, they want to move there because they've got family there.
Who, me and Albert? That's it. The majority of our family's in California.
Yeah, but the people that they care about live out there.
Okay, me and Albert are the ones they care about. Alrighty.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they wanted to move there before you moved out.
They probably wanted to move here because the guardian of the family moved out here. That's me. They feel unprotected now.
You think so?
I think so.
I'm probably, what would you say, like 5 minutes away from your house?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm probably 5 minutes away, more protection than you would be living there.
Patrick. That was a good joke.
Your dad would hear something going on. Your mom would say, "Oh, tell Emilio." No, I'm calling Patrick.
I'm so sure. Patrick, I'm deadly. I just haven't had to demonstrate it yet. Got the killer instinct.
What's that?
I got a killer instinct.
You don't know what your instinct is because you haven't done it yet.
It's a killer instinct.
Nah, you're a good kid. Don't try to be what you're not.
I am a good kid, but I have a killer instinct when faced with life and death.
How would you know? Have you ever been faced with life and death?
No.
Oh, you're funny. Hopefully, hopefully you'll never have to be. And hopefully you could just go through your whole life and not get into a fight.
That's disappointing.
That'll be ideal.
I think it would, but I've always wanted to get into like a real fight.
Why?
Not like because I want to hit someone, but like I want to see how I would do.
Well, I mean, it's kind of weird for me to tell you that it's not right or to avoid it if you can, but avoid it if you can.
I have.
I saw your boxing match video in the backyard.
Listen, that was like my junior year of high school. I didn't know what the heck I was doing.
It looked a little. What's the word I'm looking for?
Retarded?
You look like a newborn deer trying to walk.
That was boxing. It's not my forte.
You were flailing your arms around, and it was just. Did you win? I'm trying to think if you won.
I got one round, and then the last one they couldn't decide who won.
So it was a 2-rounder.
No. He won the first, I won the second, and then the last one they were like, we don't know who won because that was pretty even. And I was like, I'll just say Roji won because he got me. He got me pretty good.
It was a draw?
No, I gave it to him. It was like, I mean, he hit me pretty good the last round. So I was like,
okay.
Yeah. What a nice guy I am, huh? Conceded to him.
Yeah, I'm surprised. You know what? I'm just glad you took it easy on him and didn't hurt him.
Yeah. See, because my killer instinct didn't pop in. He'd be dead today, Patrick. But I had to control myself. I'm like Bruce Banner. I'm like Bruce Banner meets Jack Reacher. They got all the smarts and the tactics.
Uh-huh.
Do you think Jack Reacher would be Ethan Hunt in a fight?
Oh, that's a good one.
Fist fight. You think he would?
Yes,
Who do you think is more deadly? I should say then. Or who do you think is deadlier?
Ethan Hunt, because of the resources.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, Ethan Hunt. Tom Cruise just plays bad characters.
That little midget is a badass. All right.
Except for the Scientology part.
Except for the Scientology thing.
Yeah. That's so dumb. One of the coolest dudes in entertainment is a Scientologist.
Yeah.
And then Danny Zuko is a Scientologist too.
Who?
Danny Zuko. That's John Travolta's character from Grease.
Oh God.
And maybe they're doing something right in Scientology. They're both cool people.
You know, I saw a picture. I mean, you can look at Tom Cruise the way he looks now, and you can look at a picture of Kelly McGillis when they were both in Top Gun. And
oh yeah, that's so sad. Poor her.
Yeah, it's possible Scientology has some weird alchemy going on over there.
Yeah, but then you look at John Travolta and all that goes out the window.
Well, I mean, you're not going to bat 1,000, you know.
No, there was something with The Rock that there's something else, not the snowflake thing. Because, well, what else was it? I forgot. Have you ever watched the YouTube videos, the What the Fit videos with Kevin Hart?
No.
Those are funny because it's him and one of his celebrity friends doing something. Like there was one, him and Conan did sumo wrestling, and there's another one, him and Terry Crews did gymnastics. They're funny.
You like that, huh?
They're funny. You should check them out.
What I think's funny is how the Oscars have no
host.
No host this year. Yeah.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. There was an article that said everything problematic with J.K. Rowling and her transphobic Twitter history. And I was like, what in the world is this? So like J.K. Rowling is one of the most left people on Twitter right now. And I said, and like now the left is trying to make a villain out of it. Like they're killing themselves. And I think that's hysterical. They're trying to make conservatives out of, liberal people.
Like what? Give me an example again.
The J.K. Rowling thing. They're like, consuming their own. They're like, oh, she has a transphobic Twitter history. She's problematic.
Oh yeah, no, Rowling's a lib. See,
Yeah.
that's the problem with liberalism. You have to agree with everything. You know.
Liberalism is that you can't. For them, you can't be liberal enough.
No.
Who do you think is their peak? Their like idol.
Peak liberal?
Yeah, who's the peak liberal?
Like in showbiz?
Well, it's in general. Who's like the the top of liberal? Who's their grand wizard?
They're their grand wizard.
Grand dragon.
Well, you'd have to say Nancy Pelosi, because
She's an idiot.
as Speaker of the House, she's third in line for the presidency.
Ew. It must suck being that old and still being that dumb.
Yeah, And
Imagine
poor Ruth
being
Bader
old and
Ginsburg.
not having gained any wisdom.
And poor Ruth Bader Ginsburg is like going weekend at Ruth's.
She's hanging on. Yeah.
They're propping her up like she's a marionette.
She's hanging on by a thread. Once she goes, that Senate, or not that entire thing is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Would you want Ben Shapiro as president?
Yeah, I'd be okay with that. I mean, I don't want my president too religious. Ben's pretty religious.
Yeah.
I want that separated, you know? But yeah, as far as his mind goes, yeah, he's sharp as they come.
Mm-hmm. I saw this video a while ago. It was by like a YouTube channel. It was in my recommend. It said why Ben Shapiro is so deadly in argument or in debates. And I looked at it, and the guy makes a ton of videos, like the art of whatever, and it's not like a political thing.
Yeah.
Like, and he was like, this in no way reflects my political views. I'm not agreeing or disagreeing with him. He said, but it is a fact that Ben Shapiro is a deadly debater.
Oh, he is. Hey, make sure you're talking close to your microphone. You're starting to get echoey.
Oh, am I? Okay.
Yeah.
He's like,
are you walking around the room?
No, I'm just sitting down. It's probably my room, because it's like brick on each side of me, so it's probably echoing.
Probably.
But, so he's like, I'm gonna deconstruct how Ben Shapiro debates, and the hate that this guy got on this video. This dude got so much hate on the video. Like he's not. You can't. Can't disagree. Ben Shapiro's deadly in debate. I would never debate him. If he wanted to tell me my favorite soda was Coca-Cola and not cream soda, he'd win that debate.
Yeah, he's good, man. I mean, he's good. Ted Cruz is good.
Jordan Peterson is amazing.
What's that?
Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, Peterson's pretty.
He's pretty.
He's sharp.
Yeah.
Did I send that video to you about where he's talking about the wage gap myth and all that?
Yeah. Jordan Peterson. I think the most deadly thing about Jordan Peterson maybe.
He's Canadian as well, by the way. I'd like to point that out.
I know he's super Canadian, but I love him. So maybe don't build the wall. He has like such a calm demeanor when he goes in.
Yeah, he's like me. Yeah.
I never see him, like Ben Shapiro doesn't ever look agitated, but he's always on his toes and like what's the word I'm trying to think of? I love
Alert.
Ben Shapiro. Alert, maybe like a skeevy or something. He's like always, rolling his fingers like a villain type of debater. That's what I would get from him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but like Jordan Peterson, he's just like calm. He'll just send it out.
Yeah, and that's a little disarming for your opponent when you're that calm and that matter of fact. But I have no problem with the fire too.
Oh yeah, because you see Ben Shapiro like, goes straight and attacks, and Jordan Peterson just kind of reacts the fact,
right?
And then like that takes them off guard. You got to combine both to be the ultimate debater.
I've debated leftists before, and I have a lot of problem with it, because it's hard to argue against emotion.
Yeah,
it's like trying to negotiate with a terrorist who literally believes that if they kill themselves to kill you, they're going to heaven. You can't negotiate with that mentality. You can't. There's nothing you can do, and leftists are insane. So to try to not, and like I said, Democrats aren't insane. I have friends that are Democrats, leftists, people that believe Bernie Sanders knows what he's doing. You're insane. People that compare Trump to Hitler are insane.
and insulting.
People that say that I don't have the right to own a gun or the United States doesn't have a right to build a barrier while living behind their armed guards and their gated communities and locking their doors, and they're concerned about Donald Trump saying grab them by the you know what, while Hollywood gives standing ovations to Roman Polanski and Harvey Weinstein. Everybody knew what he was doing. Kiss my ass. I mean, really.
Ugh. Politics is. I love and I hate politics. I love debating it and stuff and like knowing it. I just hate like the actual structure of politics. Stupid.
Well, political philosophy is fun to debate.
Yeah,
Politicians are morons.
They are. I don't know of any honest or like Ted Cruz. I think is a good guy. Seems like pretty core.
There's some. I mean, I like Trey Gowdy when he was there. I'm a fan of Jim Jordan out of Ohio. I like Jason Chaffetz before he retired. There's some good ones. I mean, Lindsey Graham grew a ball sack over the last couple of months. He became,
he did.
But most of them, let's be honest here, most of them on both sides, once they're elected, their only job is to keep in power.
Yeah.
And because of that, the Democrats and the Republicans become the same people. They really are.
It's like the Sith and the Jedi.
You look at the illegal immigration thing. It's not like this much anymore. But for the longest time, leftists were for open borders because they wanted the new voter base.
Mm-hmm.
Those on the right were for open borders because they wanted cheap labor. And the people that got caught in the middle were the taxpayers. We just had a cop here in California murdered.
Oh, I heard about that. Like 2 weeks after she started, too.
Oh, I'm not even talking about her. I'm talking about the legal immigrant from India who took his last picture with his family Christmas Day and then was shot and killed by an illegal immigrant who was released from jail in a sanctuary city and did not notify ICE. That is a homicide that should never have happened. And when I hear these morons talk about, well, what about all the Americans that are killed? No, I'm not defending them. Not at all.
This is about
no one should kill. But that guy should not have been in this country. Yeah. At least on that night, that cop would have lived.
What's the cop's name that just got killed? The woman.
I don't remember. Well, yeah. She actually wasn't 2 weeks. She had just finished her probationary period, and she was like 2 weeks by herself.
Yeah, she's like a new cop though. She was like 22 or something.
She was young.
Oh, it's so sad. I hate cop killers. I don't like people. I'm starting to become like you. I don't like people. I want an animal.
Well, you say that like it's a bad thing.
No, it's not. I want
Not liking people is a good thing.
Yeah. Not liking people is the way to survive. Because if you like people, you trust them. Trust people, die.
You keep your circle small is what you do.
Yeah. Oh, trust. That's what I did. Did you see Cristiano Ronaldo? Police have demanded his DNA as a rapist because someone accused him of rape.
I thought he was gay.
I don't know what he was, but someone accused him of rape. Someone accuses me of rape, I'm gonna laugh in their face. And if I'm gonna have to pay for all this like legal stuff, DNA tests and stuff, I gotta file for court, buy a suit and stuff. I'm gonna just be like seriously, you would like when I'm found innocent.
Hey, I can tell you right now, if someone accuses me of rape, I ain't laughing because that's serious. And there's idiots out there that'll believe it. Even they'll believe the woman, even if there's no proof. So I ain't laughing.
You mean every liberal?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Believe the woman, even if there's no proof.
Yeah, but you're only allowed to believe the women if they accuse a conservative.
Oh yeah,
women that accuse Bill Clinton, we don't believe them.
No, of course not. We blame her. Or someone accuses who else got accused? I forget. Someone else got accused, and they're like, "Let's wait for the proof."
Yeah.
Gosh,
gotta have evidence. Gotta have evidence, buddy.
See, conservatives are pretty consistent. I want all rapists put to death. Plain and simple. I don't care what side you're on. I don't care what race you are. Prove it.
Right. Yeah.
Now liberals are like, oh, disgusting rape. They need to be punished. I'm like, okay, because they're like, oh, rape culture. We tolerate it. We whatever. I'm like, a lot of us want rapists put to death. I'm like, oh no, not the death penalty. No, it's too no.
I don't want to put them to death. I don't think the crime fits the problem. No, the death penalty should be completely reserved for people that take someone else's life.
No, I want rapists put to death. You're not going to disagree.
How about we start on murderers being put to death on a consistent basis, and then worry about putting the other crimes under that umbrella?
Yeah,
I think we don't even put murderers to death.
Yeah,
What's that?
I think murderers should be put to death too, and rapists.
But we're not putting them to death.
I know, and we should. That's what I'm saying.
What if someone's convicted of rape because they were both drunk?
Convicted of rape because they were both drunk.
Sure, you can. In a court of law, you can.
Oh, I know. We've heard of it. That's why I think it's.
Oh.
That's why I believe all women.
So that guy's death.
Well, see, in this world where rapists and murderers are put to death.
So if the guy is 19 and she's 16, and technically that's statutory rape, should he be put to death?
Well, don't be having sex with a 16-year-old if you're 18.
Well, is that the death penalty?
Maybe not that. There's conditions to it, but I think ultimately, rapists need to be.
Okay, so there's conditions to the rape, but is there conditions to the death penalty for a murderer? No. Okay, so that's why murder should be put to death. Rapists shouldn't.
No, I think rapists.
If you want to put a rapist in prison for the rest of their life, fine. But you don't
do that because rapists will usually get killed in prison too.
Well, yeah, so they're going to get raped in prison, which means they're going to get the same punishment that they meted out. You only take someone's life if they've taken a life.
I'm very harsh, Patrick. All I know, Patrick, if someone raped you, wouldn't you kill him? Wouldn't you want to kill him?
What's that?
If someone raped you, wouldn't you want to kill him?
If someone what?
If someone had raped you, wouldn't you want to kill him?
If someone raped me?
Yeah, wouldn't you want to kill him?
Sure.
There you go.
But that's a personal thing. That doesn't mean the state has to do it.
Oh, I'd do it myself.
I can't sit there and say that I want someone executed because they raped somebody in Mississippi. Just like if they got robbed, I don't care what their punishment is.
Well, if someone gets robbed, I'm not going to say kill him, put him in jail. But rape is something different than like robbing, assault. Like it's
sure,
really extreme.
Sure, it is.
Yeah.
We've already established by your own admission that there's different degrees in your mind of what the punishment should be. So now you've got the law applying differently depending on the incident.
Well, here's the thing: statutory rape or whatever. Like, yeah, it's illegal and stuff. Well, I think technically, like by definition.
What about a hot 26-year-old teacher having sex with her 15-year-old student? Technically, she's committing rape. Should she be executed?
No, because I think that's consensual. It's illegal because
but the law says it's rape.
Yeah. Well, I never said the law was a determining factor.
But the law is going to issue the death penalty.
True. That's why I think the law. That's why I think all of the things around it should be altered.
Okay, so let's say a guy and a girl are drunk at a party. He genuinely believes she gives consent. Mm-hmm. She doesn't. She accuses of rape. He's convicted. Should he be executed?
She doesn't give consent?
She says she didn't.
Can she prove it?
We don't know. Believe the woman.
Well, then he's not
the point is, how are you going to proving a rape is tough in a lot of instances.
Oh, I know.
It's not tough to prove a murder.
That's true.
You see, you can't see. Well, you're thinking with emotion and anger, and I understand that. But again, you have to think with logic and common sense.
Yeah.
Rape is not a death penalty crime. The woman is alive or the man is alive. You don't take the life of something. Now, if you want to take the life of the person because you're angry because they raped someone in your family, that's a different story.
I still want rapists dead.
What should be the penalty for someone that kills someone in a drunk driving accident?
Oh, they die.
Did they commit murder?
Yep.
No. The legal definition of murder, there has to be malice and forethought. So they didn't plan on doing it.
Well, they took a life. They took a life, and they're at fault.
But
they should be put to death.
It's not murder by the legal definition.
Well, I still think they should be put to death. A drunk driver that kills people in an accident because they decided to drive drunk should be put to death.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but you understand that does not meet the definition of a murder, correct?
Yeah, I know it's not a murder, but I still think they should be put to death because they are taking a life.
Well, I don't disagree with you.
Mm-hmm.
Should the drug dealer that sells you drugs and you overdose, should he be put to death?
No, because it's not his fault. Well, look, that's like, should the McDonald's employee that sells you one Big Mac a day be put to death because you die of a heart attack? No.
No, drugs are illegal. Big Macs are legal.
Yeah, but you chose to go do that stuff. You have that heroin or whatever, but ultimately, who's injecting it?
Yeah, you are.
Exactly. So it's your fault. It's not the dealer's fault.
So if I pull up to a store with you and I go into the store and leave you in the car and I rob the store and kill the clerk and you had no idea I was doing it, you could be charged with the murder, right?
Yeah, that's dumb. Should
you be executed?
No.
So you agree that the law, so the law isn't correct all the way across there.
Yeah, I've said that. I also don't think I should be tried right there at all. I'm like,
Well, I mean, I'm sure the cops have never come across somebody that wasn't part of the plan, and then when they got caught, they said, I didn't know what they were going to do.
Well, there's got to be. Yeah. Okay. There's got to be a trial.
With the yawn, we're wrapping it up.
We'll wrap it up. This was a more serious podcast.
A little bit. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Yeah. Except for your. Oh, by the way, that cop's name was Natalie Corona.
That was the one, the young one that died.
Davis, the city of Davis.
Yeah, her. Her poor family.
Yeah.
That man should be put to death. Or no, they found him. He suicide.
They believe he shot himself. Yeah.
Yeah, good. He deserved to be in hell for that.
Yep. Oh, speaking of hell, last thing. I don't know if it was Trump that said it, but it's being attributed to him. And he said he wanted to point out that heaven has walls and a very strict immigration policy, whereas hell has open borders.
No, it was a pastor that said it. It was Robert Jeffress.
Robert who?
Jeffress? I think that's how it's pronounced. Jeffress.
That's not that Mormon, is it?
It could be. Mormon's crazy. Let me see. Is he?
I don't know.
I'm gonna look him up real quick. Robert. It says
no, he's a Baptist. He's a Baptist.
Oh, it says evangelical, so
Yeah.
He's weird.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're a little wacky.
Dude,
I had an evangelical tell me that I was going to hell because I liked the Harry Potter books.
Oh yeah, they're freaks.
The only difference between those crazies and Muslims is those crazies don't want to blow you up. But they're just as crazy.
If you watch Harry Potter, they might want you. They might.
Yeah, she straight told me. Well, magic is the devil.
Those are like the people that hate Pokemon because Pokemon has evolution in it. No, but like there's Christians that are like, oh, Pokemon's Satan because they,
Well, evolution exists.
Yeah, of course it does. Any Christian that denies that is an idiot.
Oh, there's people that believe the Earth is 5,000 years old.
There's people that believe the Earth is flat. Doesn't it amaze you how many dumb people there are? How many dumb ideas?
Ever been to the moon? All right. Hey, there's people that believe our podcast sucks, and they're all wrong.
They might be wrong too. They can join the Harry Potter haters. And
all right, get this one ready to post, man.
Yeah. All right. This is this has been Hoy Hoys and Dilly Dillies. Thanks for watching. My name is Emilio.
My name is not Emilio.
My name is Jim Acosta.
And my name is Maxine Waters.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.